John Metchie III, the star Alabama wide receiver, has a bigger concern than recovering from his ACL. This is Dr. David Chao, Pro Football Doc at Sports Injury Central. Looking through the publicly available information, the ACL is not the only hurdle for John Metchie III to get into the NFL and get drafted high. We all know about his torn ACL, tore his left knee ACL in the SEC Championship game December 4th. And as you can see here, for our in-game tweet talking about the ACL tear, and here's the video as he missteps on his left knee. He says he expects to be cleared by June, and the medicals have come back clean. That was at his press conference at the Combine. Look, he's doing very well by all reports of his ACL. He's optimistic that he'll be ready week 1, but the timeline's a little bit tight for him to do so. But that won't affect his draft stock too much because he is very talented. We expect him to ultimately be fine from his ACL, although he might not be 100% to the second half of his rookie season. The much bigger issue, or I should say potential issue, is his heart. There's lots of reports out there about his heart beating too fast after a hit. Was this a commotio cordis injury? You can Google that. There were reports of cardiomyopathy or enlarged heart, or is this an athlete heart syndrome issue? There are also reports, if you look, about something in his aorta near his heart with a kink or a bend in it. Look, he clearly played very well in college. The Alabama doctors probably did a workup. But remember, Maurice Hurst was at the Combine in a top draft pick, and the NFL did not let him work out at Combines. There was a lot of discussion about Maurice Hurst. The Raiders drafted him. You even had some people, including scouts and reporters, saying he should never be drafted and allowed to play football. Yet in the end, Maurice Hurst has done fine from his heart. All I'm saying is there's a big unknown here. We certainly hope that after a cardiac echo, a stress test, maybe an angiogram, that John Metchie III will be completely cleared and have no issues in the NFL. Perhaps he's already done all of that at Alabama, and the doctors just need to review it. Every year at the Combines, there's 1 or 2 players that are prevented from working out because of a potential heart issue, because you want to be very careful of sudden cardiac death or anything like that. And they ultimately do get cleared. We hope that's the case with Metchie. There's no indication he wasn't cleared at Combine, but then again, he wasn't cleared at Combine to work out just because of his knee. So we would never hear about this about his heart. Let's hope and that he gets his full workup, or he's already had it, and this heart issue is a non-issue. The ACL, I believe, ultimately will be fine. The bigger question mark is this cardiomegaly, cardiomyopathy, heart condition with potential arrhythmia and the aorta kink. Hopefully it all works out well for Metchie, and he's drafted high and it goes on to a great NFL career. But that is the biggest question mark right now that needs to be settled. This is Dr. David Chao, Pro Football Doc, Sports Injury Central. Thanks for watching.